Watch the run.
Here's the second year back out of NC State, Nyheim Hines. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. It's Hines, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. Oh, he's got some breathing room. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get. And it's just so strange to see that go up on the board. And then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Throwing now. Haskins on first down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a gain of 7, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're ready today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Hines. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Three down. 10's the mic. Check. Mike 10. Mike 10. Go, Nick. I got Mike 10 right here, guys. Off. Here we go. D, get up. On. Check.
Third down. Here's Haskins. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Falcons. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. They had points on their first 2 possessions, a touchdown and a field goal, but this time, defense stands strong.
Would you say that things maybe are trending now in the right direction for them?
Better than drives 1 and 2.
There's no doubt about it. Now maybe they can exhale a little bit, gather themselves, and really get back into this game.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical. or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now left side on the swing pass. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it, anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in.
All eyes.
Everyone locks in, and the rumbling, you can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
Check. Lucky. Shoot. Tens the mic.
Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Woods, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Tens the mic. You can't block me. You can't run. Like 10.
On third down, Haskins. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. After the penalty, here's Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This fielded at the 2. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Well, later tonight, we have more football, Sunday night football, a good one out west. Steelers and Chargers might see equal amounts of black and gold mixed with a powder blue in the stands for that one. And then tomorrow, Monday night football, Detroit and Green Bay battle in the NFC North from Lambeau Field. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 36-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Luck. This one complete to Christian Kirk. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They run with Hines. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cardinals. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
10. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. Pick that.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now it's Haskins. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Fielded at the 43. The field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. That's Isabella open on the right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Let's get off the field.
Final play of the half, it's Haskins. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Wide, 622. 54. Tighten up, tighten up.
They'll start on the ground with Hines. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. David Johnson. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
49, check 49, check 49. Undercut.
On 2nd down now, it's Freeman, and he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 44 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second down and goal. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
Let's get it.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a third and goal here. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. A shotgun snap for Love. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And the return will stop right around the 25. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Watch tight. Tight ends way. Watch tight.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll try and run. Freeman. It looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Freeman unable to get free here on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Check out. 1, 2, 3. Right here.
They begin the drive with Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
Touchdown, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Way start. Woo! Yeah. 50 seconds. March, 2-7. Get that quarterback at all costs.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler, as a rookie last year, in on the stop there. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. It's taken to the 26. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half. Incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Geno Smith, his first carry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On 2nd down, Freeman trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. 3rd and 2, now Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
First down, Atlanta.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Eluding the pressure right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, this is something I may never understand. I don't get why a quarterback under duress who has a chance to get rid of the ball and save the yardage keeps it and runs out of bounds. Instead of an incomplete pass and no loss of yardage, it's a 3-yard loss.
They'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And now all of a sudden the shoe's kind of on the other foot. Maybe you pull the reins back here a bit?
Yeah, a little bit, because you got to make sure that you don't score too quickly.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And he is all the way up past the 25.
The Cardinals take over first and 10.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks.
There he goes left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Ben Banagou in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Second down, Haskins. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. The Falcons on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. One final shot for Haskins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cardinals, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now.